23 minutes before 8 here on this very busy program we've got for you on this Tuesday. Well, today we celebrate the UNESCO International Mother Language Day, and SABC producer Vania Heever is there. We say hello to Vania and find out what this is all about. You'll remember that the day was first introduced back in November 1999 and was recognized by the United Nations. Vania, a very good morning to you. What's happening there today?
Dumelang, Sanibonani, Sawubona, Goeiemorgen, and a very good morning to you and our viewers. As you mentioned, we are at the Sandton Convention Center. It's freezing and the rain is pouring non-stop. But as you said, today is the International Mother Language Day, and we're here celebrating it with the Pan-South African Language Board. Now, later this morning, the Pan-South African Language Board will be hosting their annual dialogue, and this year's theme is How Official is Your Official Language? # Speak It, Live It. This board was established in 1995, and its aim is to promote multilingualism in the country. Speaking to us this morning is Sibusiso Nkosi, the spokesperson of the Pan-South African Language Board. Good morning, Sibusiso. How are you?
Morning, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Sibusiso, tell us more about the theme this year. How official is your official language? What does this mean?
Well, it's more than 20 years since our democratic government was elected. So we are trying to review in terms of what we have done in the past years since the dawn of democracy. How far have we moved in terms of making our official languages and the previously marginalized languages to be in par with English and Afrikaans? So basically that's what we are doing. We are reviewing in terms of what has been done so far.
Sibusiso, also explain to us, since the board's inception in 1995, what have you achieved since then?
Well, not much, to be honest, as have been done. I mean, we had our challenges from previous years, but I think we are turning the corner now. Hence, we are coming up with these programs that you see today. And as I said, the first thing that we wanted to do is to review what has happened so far so that we can pave the way forward.
What challenges do you face in promoting people or South Africans to speak in their mother tongue, especially among the youth?
Well, I can say that it's a bit difficult, especially with the youth, taking into consideration the social media that you have today. That is actually different when they are using the words. You know, it's different from your spoken and written languages. But what we are trying to do as PanSALB is, as I said, today we are celebrating or asking that question, how official are official languages? At the same time, we are also giving away prizes to those matriculants who did very well last year in their home language or in their language studies, so that we can encourage them, you know, to take this path or a career that is related to languages.
Sibusiso, do you think South Africans take pride in their mother tongue, seeing that English is the dominant language in both government and the media?
I think they do. It's just that we need something, you know, in terms of legislation, and I believe we do have that. That's why the use of official languages was passed, the act that was passed to ensure that people do access information from government institutions in the language that they require, in the language that they understand, in the language that they prefer. So that's why we are busy now with public hearings with the national governments to check whether they do have language policies as per the provisions of the Constitution, as well as the use of South African Languages Act.
Tell me more about the purpose of the Pan-South African Language Board. Are you providing government with advice with regards to policies when it comes to language?
That's one of our functions, if I may mention that. I mean, in terms of the Constitution, we are supposed to promote and create conditions for the development of these languages. So basically, in terms of giving advice to government, that's one of our responsibilities as enshrined in our Act. So basically, also to promote multilingualism and to allow people the space to practice their languages or to speak their languages.
One more question. Thanks to the Pan-South African Language Board, many dictionaries and other literature has been published in African languages, our official languages, such as isiZulu and Tshivenda. Tell me, do South Africans invest in these literature?
I think the problem that we are also experiencing is that the distribution of these dictionaries that we have published, and also the creation of a space, in our retail shops, so that these books that are published can get space so that people can see what's on the market. At this stage, we do have people who are publishing, but the problem is the market out there, and also the space that must be created for them to sell these products.
Well, there you have it, Leanne. This is the spokesperson of the Pan-South African Language Board, Sibusiso Nkosi. Back to you.